All right, live from the city. I'm your host, Punchy, and I'd like to introduce you to the co-host, Tip, uh, D, Black Ice.
Yeah. Okay, so today we want to talk about juveniles. Should they be charged as adults? And I think that it depends on the situation. So let's start with Black Ice.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it depends on the situation. We have a couple of incidents. Everybody, thank you for joining us today. We have a couple of incidents that have been going on lately and things that are kind of, drew us together on a conversation about kids being charged, criminal charges as adults. Recently we had the Jacksonville situation with some young, kids, students. We had a couple of incidents actually over in Orlando, Apopka area, where example, the 13-year-old who has caught a criminal felony charge for acorn incident. Did he mean harm in throwing the acorns? Didn't know they was playing, but somebody got somebody better, and dude got mad. I think it was a little.
He premeditated.
Right.
He premeditated.
I think it was premeditated. He snuck up behind the kid after the situation with acorns. I think got busted in the face and grabbed the little boy. And you talking about the guy who grabbed him was 200 pounds, and the other kid was like 80 pounds.
It's a 120-pound difference. That's
exactly. And you had to sneak up behind him. Why? Because you knew you couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
So you snuck up behind this little boy and you slammed him. So the kid has like brain bleeding.
Yes.
And a fractured skull.
Mm-hmm.
Should he be charged with a felony charge? Hell yeah. Listen.
So should he be charged as an adult?
No, not as an adult, not in that situation, but in a situation with Jacksonville and some other things where there's shootings involved. You're talking about 16, 17-year-olds. If a life is lost in a situation where it was premeditated, and that child has taken a gun and taken a life, yeah, I think so.
And the age, because the thing is that as a juvenile, they can only hold them until they're 21 if they're charged under the juvenile law. Right. So, that age really matters too. I mean, how long are they going to spend there? If you're 16, 17 and charged as a juvenile for a serious crime, that's not really...
That's not the time given for the circumstance.
That's not a good idea.
Right.
So I think every situation is definitely different.
Yeah, most definitely, D.
I mean, I agree. I think it depends on the situation, and it brought to mind this story that happened. I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but it was a situation where these girls, they were at a pool party, and her best friend decided to play a prank on her. And this girl, she was scared to jump. They were jumping off
of I remember that. Off of like a cliff.
A cliff or something.
A river. Yeah.
And she was scared to jump. She didn't. She actually started backing away. And her friend came up and boom, shoved her off. And this girl, she was paralyzed too, didn't she?
No, I think that she wasn't paralyzed, but it punctured both of her lungs.
Yeah, it was some very serious injuries.
Bones in her body.
That's what it was.
And that was pretty recent. What's up, Rusty?
Thank you for joining.
And it was a debate that was going on about how she should be, should this be charged as a criminal charge? What was the intent behind it?
The intent was not to harm her. It's something, the girl who pushed her actually had already jumped and made the jump. The other kids that were down there had jumped and made the jump, but this girl in particular was afraid to, so she felt like, okay, get over it. You know how most of us do, like, get over it to your friends, and she pushed her. And with them pushing her, she wound up getting really hurt. The girl was afraid. She didn't tuck and roll. She didn't do anything.
But because she didn't know that she was going to get pushed.
Yeah, right. She wasn't ready.
I mean, I will say that this is the thing. This girl, she definitely was ready. She was already saying no. And this is when you got to talk to your kids about pranks and making decisions. Because while you may want to take your child and be like, oh, this is my child, this is my baby, your job is to raise them to be functioning adults operating with common sense.
That part.
A lot of times you have people that approach raising children in the sense of as they are always going to be children. So therefore, they do not teach them how to make proper decisions. Yeah. Because there have been kids that have died, that have been killed off pranks.
Yes.
you know, and they grow up and become adults, and they're doing these type of things because they've never been taught
that
to
it's
weigh
not
and
what you're
balance
supposed to do.
consequences.
So in
Yeah.
that situation with that young lady, in your opinion, because she is a friend, she made a very obvious poor decision in pushing the girl off that bridge.
Mhm.
Do you think she should be charged as an adult with criminal charges?
I don't think she should be charged as an adult, but I do think that she needs to do some sort of restitution to make it stick. And the reason I'm gonna tell you that, it was a story about 2-3 years ago. Because this is what you got to understand. These teenagers that's making these decisions as they're young, you may want to think that when they become an adult, oh, they'll just grow out of it. But I'm gonna tell you a situation. It was a situation in Las Vegas, Nevada. This guy, you had two sets of guys. One guy, he just was sitting hanging, you know, with his brother. I think it was the night before his wedding or something. He's hanging out sitting at a bar. Then it was another guy that was with a group of friends. And his friends dared him, these were all adults, dared him to go and basically just sucker punch a random person.
What?
He went up.
That's what
So,
they
but
used to do
this
back in
starts
the day.
off,
But this, you're adults.
I know, but this is what I'm trying to say. The assumption that you think, oh, well, all of a sudden, listen, just because you've aged into adulthood, if you haven't been prepared to make adult decisions, how to operate with a certain level of common sense, you will take those teenage behaviors into adulthood. So he went up, sucker punched this guy, killed him.
I remember that.
One punch. Now, how much you want to bet that this, when he was a kid, that he was doing
That.
these type of random things? Nobody probably didn't die, but this is the type of stuff that you really got to talk to your kids about. Because to assume that somehow when they become 18, when they become 18, don't worry about it, they'll stop doing it.
See, my thing is, like she say, I agree with D 100%. You know what I mean? When these kids start doing things like that, it should, click into your mind. Okay, this child is going to probably be a problem child. You know what I mean? Because the average kid don't do things like that. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. So I think in situations like that, so they'll learn. So they'll, you know what I mean? I think that they do need to be charged as adults. It depends what it is. And in pushing that girl off that cliff, I think that those are one of those situations.
You think she should have been charged as an adult?
Yeah,
With
because
the
she
charges,
because she could have
a
easily
few charges, actually, I
been
think she
killed. She could have easily
She
been
did
killed.
get some charges.
If she
I don't know if she
didn't
was
get help
charged.
quickly, she could have died.
She was old enough
she did
to
an
know
interview.
better.
She did a whole interview, the girl who actually pushed her.
Yeah,
She did an interview,
definitely.
and
Because she was upset that the family wouldn't allow her to see
Well,
her
you
friend.
have to, you really got to think,
family
you
is
didn't think
upset.
about that when you made a childish decision to push her. She was not prepared. She was afraid, and when she was pushed, she did not brace herself to land in water at all. Tis why she injured her, you know what I'm saying, she was injured the way she was injured. So you should have never
I
have pushed
think
her.
that's the only way that she's gonna know, realize the seriousness of it, what she did. If you know what I mean, don't do that no more. Okay? I don't believe that she'll take it as serious as this is an adult offense, and you know what I mean, now you're locked up in jail and stuff. You got to go through these hoops and the whole 9 yards of being an adult probation. And
I mean, I think she's lucky that young lady survived. I'm gonna put it this way. I think she needed some sort of charges, but
manslaughter or something like that. She wouldn't have got nothing very serious like that. But like I said, she needs to understand that this is a real. I mean, and another thing, that boy that was in school, the 200-pound boy, 200
grabbing on an 80-pound
my son, all right, at 80 pounds, he jumped on my son. I would have found him. I would have went to his mama. I would be the.
And they were
I
in
would have
elementary
snapped. You ever seen Snap?
Middle school. Okay.
Y'all seen the show Snap?
Oh, yeah.
I would have snapped. I mean, straight up, I would have snapped. You done
I would have
broke his forehead and everything. All
No,
right.
I wouldn't have broke his forehead or nothing like that.
No, he broke my son's forehead.
Yeah, he,
he
dropped him on the
broke his skull. He cracked
his skull. But come on, and you talking about a 200-pound man? Cause I understand you 13, baby.
He's a man.
But
he's
200
not a
pounds,
man. He's a stock. He's a husky. husky kid.
Listen, he has the strength of a man.
If they was playing
Talk to
sports,
your boys now.
football, and he got tackled, that's a different situation. All right.
Yeah,
but
they
he was
signed up
trying
for
to
that.
hurt my kid
Yeah.
when he
Yeah,
probably
when he
cracked his
came from
skull.
behind him, you know.
He
All
picked
right.
him up and bam.
Well, he
man.
choked him out first.
Snap.
He choked him out until he
One-on-one.
passed out. Then he slammed Jit. You know, and it's like, come on. Like, was it really that serious because you got popped in the face with an acorn? An
Hey,
acorn?
listen, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you something. Dealing with kids, when we look at it as adults, we like, okay, was it really that serious?
Right.
But to them,
Oh,
it's
yes.
their world.
It's
And if they
totally
think about
serious.
when we were little,
Yeah,
when we were
doing
caught up in
crazy
it, it was the most serious. Listen,
But let me
to
tell you,
us.
okay, we're gonna go back. This is something we talked about before the show. Of course, anybody who knows this is my cousin here. And we had a situation when we were young and we were coming up.
she was evil.
Yeah, I was bad. I have a problem with like to seeing people get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny. So I did something to her and I hurt her.
Why don't you tell them the whole story? Like, let me tell them the whole story. Tell you what, we were jumping on the bed, just tossing a basketball backwards and forth. A nice little game. We having fun, everything. Next thing I know,
it was too
she
dainty.
get the ball. She take the ball. She
I caught back to heaven.
back, got an evil smirk on her face, hit me dead in the face with the ball, knocked me out. I think I suffered a concussion.
Oh yeah,
Like,
she
something
flipped
blew.
back.
She knocked
Hey.
me out.
He talking about, hey, cuz. I
When
beat her.
I came to, she was standing over me laughing, rolling, hysterics. It was the funniest
And when I did it, as an example, I did not think about any consequence other than her getting rocked. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's gonna be funny. She not expecting it because we were just tossing it back and forth.
A nice
Like,
game.
you know what I'm saying? So I felt like if I caught it real nice and bring it back up, bow, and I hit her real quick, that, you know, she could, and to me it was gonna be funny. So when she came to,
She found out
came
it
too
wasn't
angry.
funny.
she came to very angry, as she had every right to. As an adult now, I know she had every right to. But at that time, when she came to, honey, she grabbed hold to a patch of hair and she snatched it out. The whole patch. She snatched the hair out. You know, and our moms back then was sticklers about our hair.
Yeah,
like,
they were.
Both of our moms, they were really strict about our hair and everything. So moms came home and I come to her, greeting her, everything that came from church or something.
Yeah.
And the first thing she noticed was, what happened to your hair?
And then here come Kim, and she not watching today.
Yeah.
Will always tell on us talking about
Yeah.
they asked me.
An adult action
Yes,
causes an
most
adult result.
definitely.
You're right,
Yeah.
Russ.
I agree.
You are right. You are right.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you know, as kids, you're right. We don't. There's a lot of things we don't think about. Being childish, being immature, irresponsible, whatever. But a lot of these new cases that are coming up, and we got a lot of things going on in the world. But a lot of these new
Yeah.
cases coming up with
It's
involving
very
children
extreme.
that are underage. It's
Yeah.
extreme. You're
Because
talking
we
about
would
kids
have never,
that
we would have never been on
they're-
top of a cliff,
they're coming
jumping,
out.
period,
Exactly.
let alone
You're
pushing
not,
somebody off the
I'm not
cliff.
standing
Stuff
on the
like
bridge.
that,
I'm not
so.
doing it. First of all, everybody who know me know I don't do heights like that. And if you push me, when I get to you, you're gonna die. So that's
See, we did stuff like that. Like
Okay.
my dad lived in the city, but my mom lived in the country. So
you had country fun.
when we were at mom's house, it was just all fun and games, and all the friends would come over, and when you put that many kids together, they come up with dumb stuff. I mean, I can't tell you how many kids jumped off my parents' roof, off their garage.
Oh yeah, that was minor. Jumping off the
into the
roof.
pool. Oh, no,
was
above
little.
ground.
We used to
pool.
jump out
But
the attic into
one
a
thing I
boat.
wouldn't have done, I wouldn't have never pushed any of my cousins or friends that I was up on the roof.
See,
with.
and I've
I
been
would have
thrown
never
off.
pushed them
No,
off
No,
that
I've
roof.
been pushed.
I've been
Okay.
thrown off.
I got a brother that'll push you. Y'all, you think I was bad? My brother would push me. You hear what I say? You ready? Bow, and I'm gone, and I just had to deal with it. All I knew was to prepare myself
Yep,
for
get
a
ready.
landing.
Get ready.
You know.
But they never said that. But did they ever sit down and talk? Yeah, because there was something going on in the Williams household. I don't think they had those conversations.
No, they
with
did.
y'all.
They would tell us all the time. They tried to talk sense to us all the time.
Well,
but that thing didn't
That
register.
and I don't
We
think
just wanted
that
to have
our
fun.
parents. I don't think they could have ever imagined the things that we came up with. Like our parents, if they could have sat in and listened to what we were talking about when we were kids, they would be like,
I done pick.
Oh,
What's that pink stuff in the attic that make you itch?
the fiberglass.
I used to throw my little brothers in it.
Inside
I used to
shit.
drag them upstairs in the attic and throw them in the fiberglass to watch them itch. Like, we just did bad
She's giving
things.
y'all a real nice glimpse.
You know what I'm saying?
into
Only
how.
pushing in the pool. No, and you know what? Pushing in the pool is actually not even
Now
safe.
that's
No,
something.
because
but
there's a lady that
I
got
would
pushed in the
push-
pool and got paralyzed.
That and then,
Right.
and then if you go to push and they don't fall right, that head come back and hit.
And that has
it's-
happened.
you know
You gotta know who you're pushing. Don't push nobody that don't know how to swim.
No, how about don't put, if you're pushing somebody,
Don't push nobody.
that means, if you're pushing, that means you have taken their decision, their will away from them. You don't, unless they say, I want you to come push me, don't touch them. Keep your hands to yourself. Tell your children
Yeah.
to keep their hands
Yeah, you
Most
wanna,
definitely.
you know, and it's hard to have these conversations with kids because, like I said, we were all kids, and what our parents would tell us that, of course, would logically make sense because we never thought about the consequence of anything. All we thought about was that moment and having fun.
Yeah.
You know.
You're talking about that's how he learned to swim. You lucky
That's
you
how
didn't
we all
drown.
learned to swim.
Right.
They didn't
I
even
went
know
to the
that.
I still ain't learned to
That's
swim.
how I learned how to swim.
And anybody who know me knew I ain't know how to swim, and if you tried to take me out there, you got your ass whooped.
I
Or
had
in the
to-
house.
I had to save my little cousin one time. Got pushed out there
Into
into
no, he didn't
Leon
get
Springs.
pushed.
That was
That
Marvin.
fool, no, that was Andrew. That fool swam out there.
No.
No, then it was two
He got
different
pushed.
subjects. It
You
was
got
the
pushed?
case where Marvin got pushed, but you didn't save Marvin. Our other
No.
cousin saved them. It's two.
Yeah,
It's two of them.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
And then
you know.
Andrew got pushed.
I mean, it is what it is. But big deal, shooting people, killing people because you angry because somebody broke up with you as a teenager and you going to go get guns.
You
and
need
buy
to.
guns.
This is why you need
shouldn't be
to
charged.
understand that when you're raising children while they are your baby, ultimately they need to be functional adults. And what I see, in my opinion, is a lot of teenagers or teenagers that have turned into adults that do not know how to deal with, you know what I mean, life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Life
Life is
situation.
ups and downs. They
Because
don't
they've been
understand how to deal
babies.
with
It
it.
goes way back to the video games. Okay, you playing on video games, they get mad because they done lost the game. They done got beat up.
Now they
or
done
what
told the
happened.
whole TV done threw
Now they
the
done
whole
threw the
through the
remote and the whole 9 yards. You need to catch them right there. Stop them right there. Don't let them keep going and going and going because it's only gonna get worse and then it's gonna be. You know what I mean? It's gonna come very more.
Common for them to act in that
It's not
behavior.
gonna be the
Right.
game. It's gonna be a person.
Exactly.
Right.
And they just gonna take this into adult.
Like the
you know
video
what I mean?
game with
Yeah,
the dude in
exactly.
Jacksonville
And
over
shot
fire.
two people.
You
Right.
got salty
Oh, yeah.
because you lost the game, and you know you win some, you lose some. I was taught that, you know, coming up, you win some, no
Right.
matter what it is in life. They taught me that in life.
Right,
Yeah.
and if you
Period.
got guns
Can't
and
always
stuff
win.
like that, and you got kids that you're raising, put those guns up, separate
Kinsella,
the clip
what's
and
up, Sue?
the gun, separate everything and lock it all up. All right.
Yeah, lock it up. Kids shouldn't have access to your guns. And we discussed earlier how easy it is for, especially in the lower income in the urban communities, where getting a gun for a teenager is as easy as going to the store and buying some now laters.
Yep.
You know, somebody done pulled a lick somewhere, now they're trying to get rid of a gun, and they come to you, and the first thing you do is, because your mom and daddy give you a little allowance, you go straight into your money, and you know, cop this gun. He don't care how much he sell it to you for, because it was a come up for him. You know, anything's a come up.
Free.
Yep.
It was free, so he'll sell it to you for $40, $50, and now you got a gun, and then a situation happens, and it's like, parents, be aware. I'm sorry, my mama used to do a strip search in our house, just like they do in prison. She'll do a shakedown.
Mhm.
She want to know what's going on in your room,
Right.
okay? And if your room nasty, clothes can be folded up wrong in the drawer. She gonna dump the whole dresser over. Get all this, clean it up. That was her shakedown. That was she was trying to see
Oh yeah.
what was
And that's
going on.
necessary. You have to do a shakedown with your life. No, my mom, you know what I mean,
Your
sometimes
kids do
catch
not
me
have
going out the
privacy
house.
as long as they
What's in your book?
paying
Wait,
you
come
paying
here,
the
come
bills.
here, come here. Bro, let me look in your book bag. What's in there?
I
what
seen
you
this
got?
box in your room. What's
All
this box?
right.
You know, and parents stop paying attention. And now it's just like the kids get to live their whole life in their room. They
Go
got
in
their
your-
whole
they can
world.
lock their door and the whole 9 yards.
And
Wait a minute.
it's
You can
ridiculous and you
lock
don't know
my
what's
door?
going on.
Ain't
But
no closed
No
doors
bills
in my
in here.
house.
You don't work nowhere.
Okay.
I gotta
And
drive
don't
you
put the
behind
TV in the
everywhere.
room. That's the other thing. My kids don't have TVs in their room. You want to watch TV? Come bring your behind on out into the
shut out here
living
so I
room,
can see.
so I can see what you're doing. No computers in the room. If the computer is in the
I
back
hear
room,
it
you
in
might
the-
come out
I
there.
hear
I
able
didn't
to
have
see.
a TV in his room because of the game. You know, I couldn't deal with the game. I need to watch my living room TV.
Well, for sanity
But you
purposes, something
can't
like
just
that.
shut your door. And I'm coming in here every day.
I'm coming in here whenever I feel like it.
Every day I want to go through everything. What is this?
You know what I'm saying?
And that.
Parents, get involved. Get in your child business
Yeah.
Okay? Shakedown. Oh yeah.
Parents,
most definitely.
realize that your child has no business
No
that doesn't
privacy.
concern you.
No
All their business
Keyword
is your
child.
business. Yes.
Adult. You run the household. Be aware of what your kids got going on so you don't have to deal with getting that phone call. Your child done shot up the school, or your child done shot at somebody, or your child was involved in a drive-by, and this is that and the other. Get involved in their life, and if they don't want you in their life, sell them for $9.99 at the nearest.
If they do got something going on, seek help. Find the
it's help.
paths where, it's all kind of hotlines and the whole 9 yards where you can get your child some help.
Yeah.
You ain't got to, call the police. And hey, my son didn't,
But when
some
you
situations.
get your child help, you need to be involved in that too. Not every
Yes.
child needs
Yeah,
to
you
your
need
be
to be there
child
with
needs you.
them.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're there, they're receiving counseling. You don't want them to dope your kid up and say, okay, they're good, take them home.
Yeah.
You need real help for your child, you know.
Yeah.
And,
you need to
Russ, I hope
understand.
you listening, cause baby gonna grow up one day. I know you from Holly Hill. I already know how you raising her, so you all right. You all right.
All right.
You from Holly
So,
Hill.
now, I know you had something you wanted to talk, and I'm feeling you on this, so let's talk
Yeah,
about this.
listen. Now, I know y'all like to be extra with names and extra with nails and extra with the hair. Y'all, everybody want to be different.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you pass away and I go to your funeral and your ass is anything but a casket,
Or an urn.
you sitting up there with a crown
A
on
cigar.
your head, you sitting there chilling watching TV,
With some
playing
9
video
letters in your
games.
hand.
Just stuck.
Listen.
I'm leaving.
Um,
I will not attend
And I'm taking my
that
flower
type
arrangement with
I'm
me.
gonna have my
foolishness.
hand out. I'm gonna have my hand out at my funeral. I want everybody to shake my hand.
No, I
No,
think
I'm
Vera
telling
has
you,
gone too
absolutely
I'm
far.
gonna
not.
have something in my neck, do a head bob, something in my arm to go
No,
up and down,
no,
and that's what it's gonna be.
No, you will have nobody
No.
at your funeral. Burial has gone too far. This propping people up. Let me tell you, the proper position for a final rest
Is in a casket.
is laying
Lying
down.
down.
You want to be prostrate.
That's how you
Well, I
rest.
want to be cremated. I don't want y'all walking by and hanging over me and all that right
Listen,
there.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
be there no way. But listen,
I saw a picture of somebody, I think it was Wesley Snipes, if I'm not mistaken, but he was all dressed in red and he was sitting up and he looked dead. I'm telling you. He looked dead. I'm telling you, he was sitting there. I don't know if it was a thing.
Wesley
played
Snipes
or what.
is not
Wesley
dead,
Snipes
y'all.
is
He's
not
not
dead.
dead. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it was a picture that like, they were
And I'm gonna
showing
tell you something else.
on-
And
on the
don't
internet.
think that you Aretha Franklin and you finna have 3 changes of clothing and all of that type of stuff either. We're not doing all of that. We're
All
not
they
finna be
do-
there for 10
All
hours.
they do is take the clothes and tuck it up underneath you.
Mhm.
No, when they
They
tuck
cut
it
it.
up underneath you, they cut it. And they tuck it up
All
underneath you. It
right.
ain't nothing to it. I just learned that recently.
See,
They just
that's what
tuck
I'm
it
But
talking
up.
if
about.
they sitting
I
up,
don't need nobody
listen.
fondling on me.
But if they sitting
I
up
will
in a chair at the
cremate
funeral, they got on a full
They just
outfit
tuck it
now.
around their back. You know, I don't know.
I'm gonna
Listen,
face down so the world
listen.
can. No, we're not gonna be attending your services.
All right.
You know, I think the burial has
You know
definitely
what?
gone too far.
Right.
Bro,
That's your friend.
hey, most definitely. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Russ.
And
Don't
you know
fake-
what? Another thing, if you know you done live a crappy behind life, don't think I'm finna get up there and be trying to invent anything nice to say about you.
He was such a beautiful soul. I remember when
I'm gonna think of
ain't
something.
never done nothing for
It
nobody
might
but
not-
himself.
It's gonna be something about you. That's what
You
it's
can't
gonna
talk
be.
bad about nobody at the funeral.
Yeah, you
that's
ain't talking about
that's
somebody
unacceptable.
dead.
That line.
Well, you know, I'ma just
he
say-
still owe me $20. All right.
Okay, I want my $20.
I'm gonna say he lived
And he died.
and he died.
All right.
Pastor, can you take us in the?
I just came here to make sure his ass was dead.
Okay, I came to make sure.
Oh,
Is he
Lord.
dead? Somebody push him.
All right.
You know, you done made some enemies before you left here. It's real. You know what I'm saying? So listen, family. What? I'm not singing at your funeral, Russ. Listen. No, but you know, when I leave here, just you know, I got family that say I can't be cremated. I prefer to be putting little caps around your neck at the house, someone hanging on the mirror.
You know, oh hell no!
Carry me with
no.
you.
Keep
All
scatter my
right.
ashes everywhere you go. It's for a purpose. It's not to just keep them.
You
know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? With
When
me
you-
to the end of my
No,
days, hanging around my
The
neck.
faster you scatter me, the shorter time I'm here.
Exactly.
So take me when you go on a rest of it. That's all I'm saying.
Take me in one urn. All right, I want you to go on the beach on like the 4th of July when everybody out there.
No.
Downwind and throw it on.
Everybody gonna have
Then
it all
everybody
over
gonna
there.
take me home, and I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm telling you, that's the quickest way to to get around.
No.
Okay,
no,
so listen.
No.
You know what? We're gonna have to move on.
Listen, you
because
gotta
that
be in
man
an
don't
urn
have
or a
to respond
casket.
to
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
I
An
can't
urn
respond.
or a casket. Not sitting up looking like you still living. Because we know that you're not living anymore. I don't want to come to a funeral and you
Imagine
look like
me
you
dead.
still living.
Imagine me
still
dead
alive.
sitting there like this.
No.
I'm
Dead.
dead.
All
And I'm sitting
right.
up here looking at you, look at me, look at you.
No.
No, lay me down or ash me up.
All
You know what? Y'all are
right.
creeping
Yep.
me out.
Lay
We're
me
moving
down
on.
and ask me.
So-
out.
Okay.
Let me talk to y'all about this lady. You know, we are used to hurricanes here. Everybody, you know, we do our thing. You know, we have our parties and all that. But this
She was getting prepared.
she
No.
prepared to die. She was preparing to blow away, y'all. She was out there
She
with a
was
sponge
saving.
and
She
some
was on a
soap,
budget.
soaping up that little sedan. I'm talking about she was keeping
That
it
lady
clean.
know how to keep her money where it belongs. In
In
the
a
bank.
hurricane, y'all.
In the bank. She said she not gonna run up her water bill when there is perfectly
Exactly.
free water
Flying, and it's
wind
flying
through
through
the
so good.
Tree
It's
was
Yeah.
knocking
about
the
to
soap,
snap.
knocking the soap off of it. She got a pressure washer for free.
All right.
That's right.
All you got to do is get you a nice little soft scrub broom and hit them rims right
Mhm.
there real quick
Mhm.
and get on around to them windows and let that wind.
You know what?
That's called safe.
That's the
harbor.
lady who know how to keep her
Don't
money in her pockets. She said she wasn't getting ready to get a water bill company.
Wait,
utility company for money.
pause, go back. Wait, pause.
I just
Pause, Sue. You said put them in a firework.
All
Oh,
right.
I'm-
Shoot me up everywhere.
I'm
We gonna
gonna look that
That
one up.
sounds good.
I'm gonna look that one up. Hey, look, and you gonna look up at the firework and dust all in your eye.
Oh,
First,
Lord.
look, somebody dust some particles all in your eye. I'm gonna look that up though. That sounds a little interesting.
Mm.
now to this man. What happened? What?
He
need to know.
he needed a haircut. It had been a long time since he had a haircut, but he figured he would work with the scraps. He was giving, you know how Tupac said, works with the scraps. He was giving Mama made
You know
miracles,
what?
everything. He made a miracle that day because he went to burning his hair. He went to burn. He
I
talked
see
about a
that
haircut, go to cut mountain. No, he went to burning. All right, hair went
Yeah.
in.
Well, the thing is,
With
his
the
hair
torch
seemed a
and
little
outside.
bit of. It seemed kind of fireproof because it never set
It
fully
never caught
away.
fire.
But the
Never
matted
caught fire.
part was
It
it was
singed.
no, I mean real tight. So it hadn't
Oh
been
no, but when he
burned or
put that lighter in there,
anything. It just burned the stragglers.
all I seen was, and he put it so close to his forehead, he ain't have no feeling up in him. When he put it in his head, all you seen was smoke come out. So I was thinking maybe underneath his hair was the fire. You know, sometimes you have a fire balloon.
Oh.
It never caught fire.
All
Now
right.
I don't know what kind of hair he got.
You got some fire retardant here. I mean, it just the
You
thing
wash
just
it.
didn't.
Man, even if you don't
You
watch
could
it,
put some fire out with his hair. All right. That man got some naps.
Listen, don't
You
You
laugh
know
know
at
what?
me.
It
Don't
would be
laugh.
in Banal.
Bullets.
Shut your mouth.
He
Up
got
there in the country.
hey,
Alright.
listen, I don't know. Listen, Sue, I don't know about that one.
It might not be
that's,
safe.
I
that-
tell you.
don't-
We're gonna have to look into this.
That's extravagant.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
gonna
whole
have to look
nother
into
level
this.
to it.
Yeah. You know, but listen, don't. The guy who was setting fire to his hair clearly has some mental health issues. Y'all,
Yeah.
it's not fun.
Yeah.
You know, they was
You don't
just
wanna
laughing.
burn
They
up.
saw him. You know, look, it's about to let the man set himself on fire.
No, you don't
Help
wanna
the
burn up.
mentally ill. Don't egg them on.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, it was something wrong with it, and I just want to immediately drop him into our prayers for the lack of knowledge he
Yes.
For the lack of knowledge,
Yes.
because I ain't gonna burn nothing. I ain't gonna burn that. Don't burn me until I'm dead, and make sure I'm dead then.
You know what? I wonder what the
Double
way his
check.
hair is. So if they was to cremate him, the hair would still be there.
Gunpowder is different than ashes.
No, they mix the gunpowder with the ashes. She's saying.
That's how they make it.
Pew.
No.
You'll be lighting up the sky, go all the way up
No.
into space.
No,
Blow
because
away.
when I look up,
You know, and then you never know where you're going in that case.
and you know what ashes
People
and be
gonna wash
bones
you
and
down
stuff.
that drain. I don't want to do it.
No.
I don't want to do it.
Nah, I'd rather not be in the sewers. Just sit.
Oh, I seen the pod. They put your dead body in a sack.
Oh, where
And
they turn you into a tree.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
You live on.
Oh, that's actually a nice idea. I don't want to be a tree though.
Yeah, it is, but people, you know, dogs
They
come
gonna
and
come
cock
and
their
cut you
leg up
down.
on you.
They
Somebody gonna cut you
fertilizing
down.
you. They fertilizing you.
Mm.
Making sure you healthy.
Lightning strike you. You know,
Right.
you just out there. Boo.
No.
I don't know. Listen, everybody try to be
Well,
reincarnated
you can
in
say
their
you
own
had
way.
two
If
lives.
yes, that's, you know.
You lived one and started a new one, and now it's done.
It's done.
Yeah, they cut you
And
down.
you must go on. You
Just
know,
terrible.
the cycle goes on.
You might land in somebody's house, you know, one day.
Yes, you never know what type of damage you can do
right.
as a tree.
I always said I was gonna land on that house.
All
Centauri
right, now I'm
fireworks.
gonna
and
fly
So that's the
board.
place that you can take your dead and have them turned into fireworks, y'all.
It's an idea.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
don't
right now,
recommend
I'm
it.
not attending your services if that's what it is. You are not gonna be raining
So-
down on me.
So wait, so Sue. So basically, when you die, this is an arrangement it's specifically for that. Like
yeah,
during
you
the
have to
funeral.
order it.
No, I'm saying like during the funeral, instead of them letting go doves, they let off this firework with your ashes.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I guess however you plan it. But you know, I don't want to come because
Well, obviously they're gonna do it at
you
night.
know,
Yeah,
I'm a little
listen,
concerned.
what goes up eventually come down. We
I
all
have
gonna
sinus
come.
But what are the
problems,
chances
so I-
of it coming
you know.
down on everybody?
But I got little- I got
Highly likely.
I'm afraid of heights.
No, I'm
don't put
scared.
don't put me in the fireworks.
I
Nah,
got.
I don't
no.
want to go in no firework.
I just, you know what you could do? You could, after I get cremated, give
Tap.
people a little plastic bag.
Fun is
Oh,
just over
she's
there.
snoring. Don't do my baby. I'm sorry,
Listen,
y'all. You hear my baby snoring?
That
she's
strange
leaving me.
noise in the background is an animal who is resting well right now.
She is. She's sleeping good. Yeah,
So-
over the ocean. See, Sue, that's what I'm saying. Give everybody
Okay,
little,
over the ocean.
plastic jewelry
Okay.
bags.
Yeah.
Tell them to release me in different places in the ocean.
No, she said the fireworks are over the ocean. They just
Oh, they do
shoot
it so
out
you
over the
land in the
ocean.
ocean.
Well, yeah, you have to do the fireworks over the ocean, but now you got the garbage and the dead, and I just don't know about this.
While we're
Yeah, they
talking
got an
about
ocean
this,
pretty
while we're
full
talking
of
about
fluid.
this, everybody need to start thinking about where they gonna, how they gonna rest and what they, cause
Shut up, Russ.
everybody gotta start saving money and putting together and the whole
No,
nine
it's
yards.
cheap.
Have your
Cremate me for
insurance.
$700.
No, y'all need to get some
Have your
insurance.
insurance
Oh,
plan
yeah.
All right,
already
get
set
you an
up.
insurance
Yeah,
policy. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna be selling no fish dinners and chicken dinners.
Alright.
You better get you a little policy.
Hey, I'll wash your car for you. I'll
Hey.
wash your car, a couple of cars.
No,
you know what I mean?
no. I've already
No.
made arrangements.
Y'all
for
need to
all
get
of
And
that.
don't make no
lives
shirts
together.
with my face on it. I
And
don't
let me
like
tell
that.
you right
And
now.
it costs a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
money.
from,
If you out there right now and you do not have a little $5,000 life insurance policy on your behind, when they come asking me, am I gonna sell dealers and bake cakes?
And am I gonna
No.
buy a shirt?
I'm not doing it
One.
because you're living now. You better get insured.
Just
All
get
right.
And we have, matter of fact, we have somebody local who do stuff like that. So y'all hit the page if you need a little life insurance.
Get an insurance policy. You don't never
Yeah.
know.
$5,000 enough to just,
$5,000 to get you in a pine box.
Yes.
No, you can get for $5,000.
Matter
You
of
can
fact, our
get for a
guest,
little young.
If I come to your funeral, I'm gonna beat on your box. You better have done paid on a good one. All right.
Yeah. So don't be afraid. We got to leave here someday.
Everybody gotta go.
It is what it is. Be prepared.
But
Now they
make
got
sure
your
you have
body
to pay
sitting in the mortuary for 2-3 weeks because nobody can afford to bury
Hey,
Right.
regular.
Yes.
Yeah, he went
it.
regular.
Yeah. Get it done. I get the
Yeah,
money
you
just
don't need
withdrawn
that
out my
fancy.
bank
Just
account
get you a little bit of coins.
so they can
Alright,
put
Russ.
you away.
Get you on exactly.
I'm tired of seeing this. All my such and such just died. We don't got money to bury. Listen, don't do it to your family.
Don't do
Don't
Yeah.
go to
Do
your
not have
family.
them on GoFundMe on Facebook.
All
I'm not gonna donate
right.
And for the mothers and fathers who have children, get them the little Gerber life insurance policy. It's just $23 a month.
And they carry over.
And man, a lot of times they have specials where it be less than that, and it
17.
carries over. So
Yeah.
if they go over to when they go to college, you can take some out and put towards their college. It's a great thing. Think about the people's future, man. Quit letting people die and have to sit in the mortuaries forever.
Yeah. 6 months later, they still ain't put you nowhere.
All right.
Mm-mm.
So we appreciate y'all joining us very much this Sunday and every Sunday. Please share our video and check us out on YouTube.
and we wanted to sing a song lead.
No,
You know
No, we
what?
did not.
This is not quite rehearsal.
Oh.
Listen,
Yeah.
everybody, thank you.
Same
Like,
time.
share next week, same
Like,
time.
share,
And
like,
guys, sorry about last
share.
week. For some reason, the show did not post.
Like,
So if you didn't catch it live, it was kind of hard to get it. So
Share.
Search our name and you'll see
yeah, if
episode
you search
25
All Right Live, you'll
Yeah.
see episode 25. Guys, thank you again. We love you. See you next week.
next week.
You did done and done on that one?